Hey everyone, this is Rachel. Thanks for clicking on my video. And I came in today to ask, what about that apology? So I know by now you have all heard that Tamar put out a video, quote unquote, apologizing to Funky Dineva. Now, everyone who watches the Queen's Supreme Court saw Monday in the after show Tamar jump into the comments and start saying negative things about Funky Dineva after something someone told her. Evidently, her friend James, told her something about Funky Dineva, throwing shade at her concerning her being molested, and it was all a big lie because he did not do that. So since Monday, a lot of people have been going in on Tamar, saying that you should have taken the time to watch the show because Funky Dineva did not shade you when it came to your molestation accusations. The only thing he talked negatively about is your new man. So Tamar has been getting it left and right from social media ever since Monday. So what she did is she recorded a video. Now, I watched the video. In the video, at no time did she just simply come out and say, Monday I was given some misinformation, acting on my feelings. I jumped down into the comments, of the Queen's Supreme Court, and I said some things that I want to apologize for, and then simply say, Funky Dineva, I am very sorry about what I did. I did it before I got all the facts straight, something to that effect. No. Tamar's video went all around the corner, through the valley, through the woods, and over to Grandma's house. And she never really apologized to him directly. To me, she was shifting the blame more so onto the friend that told her instead of taking responsibility for her, not checking her facts and popping off like she's known to do. Y'all, when I look at Tamar and I think about her growing up, I think that with the older girls, Tamar's parents probably were a lot stricter. So, they got reprimanded when they, said things out of the way. And I believe that the parents had a stricter hold over them. But I think that by the time it got to Tamar, maybe they had relaxed a little bit. So in doing that, all the checking that they did of the older girls, they may not have done as much with Tamar. So with that, she developed this thing where she felt like she could say and do anything to her older sisters and they would not say anything, or they wouldn't say too much. They would check her a little bit but let it go. So over the years, with that happening at home, she felt comfortable going out into the world with her mouth and saying shit to folks and expecting them not to say anything back. But what happens with that is eventually you're going to stumble upon someone that you're going to say some shit out the way to, and then they're going to fuck you up. Because if Tamar stumbles upon the wrong person with that mouth, they're not going to have it. They're going to check her ass and she's going to be in her feelings. Now, I don't know if y'all have heard, but Iyanla is threatening to sue Tamar for defamation of character. Now, y'all know that Iyanla is supposed to have gone to the Braxton show and did a counseling session with them. And we all heard that Tamar walked out of that counseling session when Iyanla brought up the molestation accusations that she had heard, that concerned Tamar. And since then, Tamar and her little friend James have been on social media saying negative things about Iyanla, calling her a demon, talking about the way in which she handles those counseling sessions, and just saying negative things. Now, y'all, I don't always agree with some of the routes that Iyanla takes, but I give her respect in her craft because she has been doing this for a long time. I think that another reason why Tamar came on with that half-baked apology to Funky Dineva is because all of this stuff is starting to brew with Iyanla. Because if Iyanla and OWN, because you know that Iyanla's show is a part of the Oprah Winfrey Network, and if she gets that network behind her and possibly suing Tamar, that could be a very big thing. That is a case where your mouth has gotten you into a bit of trouble. Because, like I said, if the Oprah Winfrey Network feels that Iyanla was disparaged in any way, and they feel that they, want to take some type of legal action against Tamar for damaging Iyanla's character, her show, her methods, or whatever, that's that could be pretty bad, y'all. It could be pretty bad. And all of this could have been nipped in the bud years ago when Tamar was growing up. Y'all, I have kids of my own. I have one that is, quiet, and when he was growing up, he would be mad at me, and I could tell by his face that he was mad. And I'm speaking of my son, but he never really verbalized that anger. I could just tell by his face. And I would talk to him and say, are you mad? I'm your mother, blah, blah, blah. And then I have one that is a girl, and she verbalizes, her anger with me, and I have to check her. Look, and, remind her that, wait a minute, I'm your mother, and check that mouth of hers, because sometimes with girls, they are a lot more verbal than boys, and they will say shit, but as their parent, you have to keep reminding them that you are their parent. You have to keep reminding them that, this type of behavior that you're displaying, you cannot take that out in the world, where we as your family who love you, wouldn't say or do anything very harmful. But when you get out in the world and you're speaking to people like that or popping off on people like that, it's not gonna fly. And I don't think when it comes to Tamar that her parents nor her family actually did that. And who knows, maybe they did, and maybe this is just who she is. But after watching, like I said, her half-baked apology to Funky Dineva, I just felt that it was very lacking. She never said that man's name. She never actually addressed what she did and what she said. She was all over the place. And it was almost like she was doing what she thought everybody expected her to do, but really her heart wasn't in it. How you apologize because people say, oh, you're wrong. You should apologize. And even though you don't want to, you're like, well, okay, I'll go ahead and apologize. But I meant what I said. That's almost how it felt to me, that she did it because she knew that's what people expected her to do. I think that this may not be the end for Tamar when it comes to popping off. This is just a part of who this girl is. She is going to have to learn that this shit does not always fly well, and she may come out on the wrong end of a verbal thing that she does, and someone either fucks her up or sues her like Iyanla is talking about doing. Y'all, let me know if you watch Tamar's quote-unquote apology video to Funky Dineva and what you think of it. Also, tell me what you think about my analogy that maybe if her family had nipped this in the bud when she was growing up, that she wouldn't be, and I don't want to say this outspoken, because outspoken is not the word. We want women to be able to speak up for themselves and not let anyone get away with anything. But it's a point where sometimes you might go too far. Y'all, there have been several times that I was watching Braxton Family Values, And Tamar has said something to one sister or another. And I used to be thinking, man, if that was my little sister and she said some shit like that to me, I would fuck her ass up. And y'all, I'll be sitting there like, say something to her little ass. And they don't. They'll just have this stupid look on their face and let her get away with it. I don't know, y'all. That's just how I feel. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this whole debacle, all of this drama. Thanks as always for watching my videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye now.